Hello, it's good to be back. And today we're going to talk about, I'd like to just talk to you about what we call the SWOT analysis. I'm sure you must have come across it in your business or probably at any seminar you went for recently or some times ago. And you've been told that to make your business move well, to make it profiting, growing well, healthy growth, you need to, at certain intervals, conduct what we call SWOT analysis. Okay, recently I came across the other side of it, which is also called Pest analysis. How these things affect your business, how do they help you grow, how will they contribute to your business growth, how will you use them to the advantage of the business you're doing, or when you're developing a business plan, or when you're trying to expand your business, injecting more ideas. Just generally make it good. Basically, I think that is why you're in business. So we're talking about it today. And once again, my name is Aderonke Olubanjo. I'm the principal instructor of Ibadan City Fashion College, which is the leading fashion college in Oyo State, Nigeria. Also, an entrepreneurship development institute accredited by the Central Bank of Nigeria. First, I'll tell you about you need to carefully analyze certain factors which helps business owners scale hurdles easily. There are business owners around you and you've been in business for a number of time, let me assume, or if you're just starting, there are certain hurdles you will cross. It is not a smooth ride. It is not a surely easy ride. There are hurdles, there are bumps, there are potholes, there are a lot of things in the business road, just exactly as it is when you're driving a car. Now, when you get to these potholes and these hurdles, how do you cross them? How do you navigate? How do you move ahead? Those people who are ahead of you, how did they do it? I don't know, maybe it's just, let me say, I know it's not me alone. At a point in time, you're tired. You just get tired of everything. You're feeling, oh, is this thing really working? Am I getting the results I want to get? Or it seems like that person is doing better than I am, blah, blah, blah. It's not always like that. We all have our own hurdles. We all fight our own battles. We just fight it differently, and we just make it show differently. Let me tell you the fact there is no smooth ride to success. The bumps are part of the process, honestly. The bumps are part of the process. They help you learn how to, let me say, when you're driving and you're encountering bumps, or you get to a place where there are lots of bumps on the road, you learn how to apply brakes and how to climb it gently, just climb it gently without stress, without hurting yourself, of course, without probably spoiling your car. So what is pest analysis? Pest, in clear words, let me say, my dad was an agriculturist, and so I didn't really learn more agriculture. I'm not a good agric student. Please, let's face the facts. I don't really my parents they love agriculture, and I overhear conversations. I read a little bit of this and that to add to myself. Pests are those tiny things, to the best of my knowledge, that eat your farm, or they eat your crops, or they eat the things you plant. And when they come in, they are so small, almost unseen. But at the end of the day, they are causing great damage. Same thing applies to business. Pests are those small things that they are almost not what you pinpoint first. They are almost not the first things you look at, but they are tiny, not so tiny, but they're almost overlooked. At the same time, they affect your business in a lot of ways. So let's go to the first one. The first one, the P, stands for political factor. How political stability or government intervention affects your business or your industry generally. You need to look into this. Okay, I'm not affected by politics, so you say, but the policies, the things that are banned, introduced, policies, interventions, how does it affect your industry? Let me talk about my own industry for now. At a point, there was a ban on materials and fabrics, and we have difficulty sourcing for genuine things to use. This seems like almost not part of what we bargained for, or almost like not, let me say, it looks like what we didn't cost it, nobody cost it, but it's a small thing that definitely can generate into a huge thing, blow up, and if care is not taken, eat deep into the roots of your business, causing probably a crash. That is what we call it. So political factors could be anything. It could be new interventions, it could be economic policies, it could be whatever. These things affect you as a business owner, in case you do not know. Of course, I know by now you have a good idea of what I'm trying to talk about. So the industry as a whole gets affected, and of course, if the industry gets affected, your business gets affected. It's a part of a whole. There's no way the body will have headache and the whole or the other part of the body will say, oh, we are fine. It's just the head that is concerned. You know, what affects one affects all in your industry generally. So look at the political factors once in a while. Or what are the likely things that could happen? Public taxes are being increased and you can't really measure the taxes, the rate of the increase with the rate of the money you're making. These are little things that before they eat deep into your business, how can I work around it? How can I adjust my pricing method? How can I adjust my production method or the things I use so that these things will not cause a damage to my business? The second on the letter E is economic factor. Is your business or industry affected by changing economic policies? Very close to political factor actually. And how easy is expansion plan in the current economic state? Wow, voila. Expansion in the current economic state that we are in this country is not really that easy. You know, you want to expand, you want to plan, you want to do a lot of things, you want to increase your revenue, you want to increase your business, you want to bring in new introductions, but the economy ain't smiling. And what do you do when that happens? You find a way to work around it. You do what we call adjustment. Just like you're adjusting the clothes, you look for what to do. There's always a way out. I mean, it's better if you have a question to throw it in so I can hit your question on the head the way it applies to your business. Then we have the number 3 on the Pest. It's called a social factor. And this has to do clearly with the buying patterns of your customers or your clients. Understanding their avatar. Who are those buying from you? You just don't want to sell to anybody. You want to sell to the person that needs your product. So who is buying from you? Understanding them is a key determinant to the success of your business as a business owner. Social factor is, are you selling what they want to buy in your environment, or are you giving them the solution to the problems they're encountering? If you don't have a solution, you'll probably just be there as a fancy business owner and you hardly have the customers you want. So you just have some who just coming one by one like that. And the fourth thing on the Pest is technological factor. What effect does technology change or changes technology have on the overall status of your growth or your expansion plan or your industry? The world is changing. Things are being introduced. How is this affecting your industry? What is the new thing that they're using in the industry? Don't just sit down on what you have learned in the years past or in the days past. Have something new to introduce all the time. The world is changing. They're bringing in new equipment. They're bringing in new tools. How are you going to use them? How will you use them to develop yourself? You can't take your eyes off, let's say, reaching customers, social media, especially as a business owner in this age. It is a powerful tool that you need to blend with. These 4 things that I've mentioned: political factor, economic factor, social factor, and technological factor. They are pests that you need to know how to control them so that instead of them eating your business, you turn them into fertilizers to make your business grow. Let's go on. So how do you ensure your business survives in the midst of this all? Running business is hard work. It's you can easily be caught up in the minutiae that at the expense of the real goal. Don't let the small things, distractions, get you caught up instead of you pursuing the real goal of the business. Periodically take the steps back. Look at your business from a broader perspective. Look at it as if, okay, I'm not the owner. If I'm the owner, do I want to do this way? I do that at intervals. I look at my business, I step back and look at it. Is it looking the way it should look? If I am the customer, will I patronize me? That's one question you should ask yourself. See through the eyes of Pest and SWOT. SWOT stands for the strength, weakness, the internal factors, and the external factors, the opportunities and threats. How will they work for you? See today and foresee tomorrow. It's as simple as that. I see SWOT like what I call is a microscope now, what you use to see something to enlarge it. Conduct a SWOT analysis on your business, the strength of your business. What are the internal strengths? I know I'm good at this, I know I'm good at that, they look at me for this, but what are the weaknesses? Why won't they patronize me? What am I not so good at? What's about our capacity, what we have and what we use? And opportunities, that's for saying tomorrow, the external factors. How can this and this and this improve my business? And the threats, what are the likely things to cause an unforeseen crash? These things, if you look at them, if you carefully analyze them, you find out that business is not as hard as it looks, or developing your business is not as hard as it looks. It just needs you to put pen on paper and do the right things at the right time. Let's get all these things done. They're in your control, and opportunities and threats, of course, are not in your control, but you can find good measures to work around this and make them work for your good. Let's stop here today, and I promise to see you some other time and give you a probably more how to put this now, a bigger lecture. We'll talk better on this. Meanwhile, if you have questions, just drop in the comment section. I'll be there to answer and get back to you. Till I see you another time, take care, be good and stay good, and make that business the business of your dreams.